Hello everybody and welcome to One Player. Today on the table, back at it again, it's Star Realms Frontiers. As those of you know who have followed the channel for a while, this is probably one of my favourite solo games, and it's crazy that it's taken me this long to get to the penultimate solo boss challenge. This is the Cost of Freedom. And this is probably one of the more complicated of the boss challenges in Star Realms Frontiers. We've got two boss decks, and we've got a whole separate pile known as the Assets Ledger. I'm going to go into... I think what I'm going to do is cover just the boss turn first, just so you know what's going to happen. And then we're just going to start playing, and I'll do what I usually do, which is just kind of like chat through my decisions. If you have no idea what's going on here, I'll explain a little bit about like what's happening. But for the most part, if you go back and watch some of the other Star Realms videos on the channel, especially the first one, which I think is the Blob one, I can't remember now though. But anyway, if you go back and watch some of the earlier Star Realms videos, they do cover a lot more of the basics. But you'll still figure out what's going on as we get into it. So yeah, I thought we're getting a little bogged down by the PMP contest. I wanted to put something up on the channel which was not a print and play, and so what better to do than my favourite ever deck builder. Like I said, this is the Cost of Freedom. We are playing against the Trade Federation. They have come up and decided that our Star Realm is looking pretty tasty. They want to buy the heck out of it, and by buy, I think they mean blow up and then resell as scrap, probably. Or at the very least, enslave us all to their corporate dominion. So, they are starting on 40 health over here. I think that's in a bit of a shadow, so let me take that out of the way. I do have the rules over here because, again, yeah, this is quite complicated. So I've got the rules off to the side here. But they're starting on 40 authority. We are starting on 30. And what we've done is we've divided the deck. We've created a special deck on this right-hand side called the Acquisition deck. This is an order of cards that are going to be, or this is a deck of cards that are going to be acquired in this specific order. At the very bottom there is a Transit Nexus, and then we've selected 6 other cards, which then get shuffled and put on the top. So the last card they're going to acquire is the Transit Nexus. They've got 7, or so they've got 6 more cards they're going to acquire before that. And then the rest of the Trade Federation cards goes into their personal deck. This is the first place where I think people get confused because there's an error in the rulebook which says that they also get a deck of standard Vipers and Scouts, which is not the case. Repeat, that is not the case. They only get Trade Federation cards. They do not get Scouts or Vipers to add to these. On a turn, though, if we're playing solo, they're going to take 1 card plus the amount of players, so that's... Or, sorry, I should say they're going to take cards equal to the amount of players plus 1, which equals the same if you're solo, but a different distinction if you're playing 2 players. So they're going to take 2 cards, I guess there's a very long way around of saying that. They're going to take 2 cards, and they're going to play them both. They're going to gain whatever trade, they're going to gain whatever authority, they're going to gain whatever combat. And then... because the Trade Federation centers around buying things, they're going to, as soon as they've bought enough things in the row to add up to 10 trade points, so for example, if they bought this Enforcer mech, the Light Cruiser, and then the Crusher, adding up to 11, if they've got 10, then they acquire one of these. These don't go into their hand or into their deck, they just act as like an assets ledger, essentially. So they add up to 10, they get the next card in the acquisition deck, and then they continue attacking and whatnot. So, yeah, now that I did that, I feel like maybe I've confused everything just by saying it out loud, so I will actually go into the part where I just play, and you'll see what happens. So, we're going to go first, and we're going to take our standard 3-card hand start, and we've got 3 Scouts. So, well, in these boss challenges, it's always a pretty good idea to go for the blobs, isn't it? So we're going to pick up this Crusher, because he's got 6 combat. Nothing else for us to do now, so we're going to put out another... Oh, wow, yeah, okay, I would like that. I would like that. If there's a tie for the boss, like if he... So the boss always goes for the most expensive card that they can afford. If there's a tie, they go to the one closest to the trade row. And if they cannot buy anything else, so let's say, for example, they only had 2 trade, but everything else was like 3 and above, they do buy explorers. As far as I've figured out, they do buy explorers, They just don't buy... Yeah, they don't buy stuff they can't afford. Yeah, easy. So we're going to take the top 2 cards of the boss deck. And that is the Gateship and the Long Hauler. Now we're going to play them both. And they're going to gain both ally abilities. So we're going to give them 5 authority to start. So that gives them up to 45. Lovely. Love it when that happens. Acquire a ship or base of cost 6 or less for free. Put it on top of your deck. So the Gateship, that will go just directly into the asset ledger. So 5 or 6 or less for free. So I guess, well, we'll pick up the jamming terminal. And then we're going to have 5 trade. So they're going to pick up the Enforcer mech as well. And now, because they've got 10, they are going to acquire from the acquisition deck. And this is going to go straight into their discard pile. So, no, I'm sorry. This goes into play, and so they gain 2 more trade. So I'm going to have to put this, I'm going to have a little pile of their, cards, I guess, here. So they do have a space to play. So they're going to gain 2 more trade. So that's going to be this one. And these get scrapped because they've hit 10. This goes into their assets ledger, and these are now in their discard pile. Okay, I told you it was a bit complicated. And I know now we've got like 10 piles of cards, but I think if we can discard up there, yep, asset ledger over here, yep, acquisition deck, boss play area, and I'll try to keep them relative. I mean, this is only ever going to be bases, right? So I'll just try to keep them relatively straight. Okay. All right, I think we've covered this. Now it's my turn. So, oh, did they get any attack? No, they didn't get any combat that turn. So no combat. That's nice. The other way we can lose it, other than them, combating us down to 0 authority, is if they fill up an asset ledger and they don't have any more cards to pick from their acquisition deck. So essentially, what is there, 7 cards in there? So once they've got over 70 trade, pretty much, that's when they're going to win. Yeah. Okay. So we've got... that's a shame, because we cannot... They've got an outpost, the mobile market. So, unfortunately, we cannot do any damage to them, nor destroy the outpost. So this Viper's practically useless. And we've got 4 scouts with which to buy. I mean, we should go with the borrower, shouldn't we? I mean, there's no 2 ways about it. Oh, and I'll pick up a Frontier Hawk as well. That's nice and lucky. So that goes there, and then we've got 2 cards left, so into our hand we'll go those 2 cards, and then 3 cards from my discard. So the boss's second turn. They've got the mobile market, so they will automatically get the ally ability. Well, actually, I guess they'll always automatically get the ally ability because their only cards are blue. So, but they're automatically starting with 2 trade, I suppose is important as well. 1, 2, and a 3. And we've got a Frontier Runner and an Orbital Shuttle. If they've got 2 or more bases in play, which they do not, but they do have 5 trade and 2 authority. So we'll give them another 2. That gives them to 47. Goodness gracious. And 5 trade, they're going to buy the most expensive thing they can, which will be... it will be this. But the tie goes towards the trade deck, so it will be this, 3 for Destroyer Bot, and then they've got 2 left over to spend, which they will spend on the Plasma Bot. So now they've got a total of 7 in their asset ledger. Let me see if that's on camera. Yeah, just. So they've got 7 in their asset ledger, so they're not going to acquire this turn, and it goes over back to us. Good. All right. So I guess they're not going to do too much damage, are they? Because the Trade Federation rarely deals out combat. It really is just a case of, like, trying to stop them before they either get to, 100 here or 70 there. So yeah, we're gonna have to do some bashing. Here we go. We've got our blob cards. So that's nice. So we're going to be getting 7 combat for the turn. No ally ability, unfortunately, and then we've got 3. If we force the boss to discard a card using the light cruiser here, target opponent discards a card, then we gain 3 combat instead. So this is a 7 combat card, which means that, yes, I want to pick it up. So that's my 3 scouts spent. And oops. So 3 scouts spent, and then 7 combat. That's going to do 4 to the outpost, so that's going to go into the boss's discard. 3 to the boss, so that's 44. And we're moving. We're not quite we're not quite cooking with gas, but we're at least lighting the pilot. There we go. And the boss's turn. Likely gonna gain the acquisition card here. Oh my goodness. Okay, 2 or more bases in play again, so no. But they've got 3 trade, 5. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. So they're going up to 49 authority. They're going to do us 4 damage in combat, so that takes us down to 26. Oops, that's got that the wrong way around. 26. And then I know I'm doing these out of order. Actually, I probably shouldn't. Whatever. They're gonna pick up a card worth 3. So that's this one, and that's 10. So they've got all of these are scrapped, and this comes out into play, which is, oh my goodness. Okay, draw a card. So they're gonna get, oh wow, okay. So they've got 5, 9, 11 authority, so that takes them up to 60. Okay, I think this game is maybe over. So they've got 60 authority, and they're gonna gain another 12 combat. Okay, 12 combat it is. So we are down to 14. Holy smokes! All right, 60 health. Really, we are gonna have to go very quickly if we're gonna wanna catch these fools. All right, we've got a borrower. That's good for us. Hopefully, have we got enough? No, we don't have enough trade to buy it. Okay, let's play the Frontier Hawk. We're going to draw a card and then discard a card. Okay, good. So we've drawn a scout. We're going to discard a Viper, but buy the borrower, and that is going to be, yeah, that's going to be good for me. And then we've got 5, 6, 7, 8 down to 52. So still a hulking mess of capitalist space conglomerate. I don't know. Yeah, 52 authority for them, and that's a half decent turn still. But goodness gracious, it feels like we're not going to get anywhere anytime soon. We've got 2 cards, so we need 3. I need to put this back here. We've got a Stinger. Yeah, I mean, we're definitely going to concentrate on the blob, aren't we? I mean, there's no way. We need to just be doing like, we need a couple of turns of doing like double-digit damage. So hopefully we can get some nice ally abilities out of the next few hands now that we're kind of stocking up our cards a little bit. The boss, what has he got? Okay, that's fine. The boss, it says, always chooses trade with the Outland Station. Cards, okay, so he's always going to choose trade, so that is 2 trade for him. And these are not outposts, so we don't have to beat these before hitting him, which is, I think, probably going to be my tactic. He's going to pick the most expensive card, which is going to be the Plasma Bot, and that is his turn. Alright, let's see if we've got something good. We really don't, but we do get the Light Cruiser, which, again, gives us 7 combat, so that is pretty decent. We've got a 4 trade, which, honestly, I think we're just going to have to go straight attack. I mean, I just don't think there's any way. I don't think there's much point in getting any of these. Alright, we've got 3 trade left over. I suppose we'll do the cargo craft because it gives us the ally ability of 4. And then we've got 1 trade left over, and we don't have anything to buy, so that's fine. And then we've got the light cruiser, which gives us 7. So I will do 7 directly to the boss. So that takes him down to 45, which is still 5 more than he started with. The boss's turn will look like so much trade. If you've got 2 or more bases in play, which he does, gain 4 and draw a card. Oh my goodness. Alright, he was on 45, so now he's back up to 49. We're going to draw a card. Another 2, so that's 51. And then how much trade have we got? We've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, well that's great because he's going to pick up Oh no, he's going to pick up 9. No, it's still going to be enough. So he's going to pick up this 7. And then he's going to pick up this 2. No, he's going to pick up this 2 because it's closer to the trade. And then he's got 11, which means we're going to scrap these and give him his acquisition card, which is an outpost of 5. He's going to gain another 2 trade for that. So I'm going to just like slide these a little bit. We'll just remember there's 2 of these. He's going to get another 2 trade. Oh, hold on. He's going to get a lot of things, actually. He's going to get 3 trade, 4 combat, and 4 authority. So he's back up to 55. 4 combat takes us to 10. And then 3 trade gives him the blob miner. Holy moly. Alright. Okay, now we definitely really do need to take out some bases. Let's see what we've got. Again, haven't lucked out with our ally abilities, have we? So we've got 3 here, which isn't really that helpful. I suppose I'm going to do the captured outpost because it's the only thing I can afford. And then we've got 7, which is going to go toward this for 5 and him for 2, so that's 53. I mean, I cannot see a way that we're going to win this. I don't think I've got a way to create enough combat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Into the hand, and oh, he's run out of cards, so we're going to have to shuffle his discard. Remember, there's all the good cards in there now from the acquisition deck, so we've got all the better cards that he didn't have before sitting in there, so that's great. These boss challenges don't half get hard towards the end, do they? I mean, like, I feel like the blob was like, okay, that was pretty tough. And then, like, the space distortion or whatever it was like, or the dimensional horror was like, wow, this is like, that's pretty tricky. And then this is just like, yeah, you're not getting out alive, sorry. You're not gonna win this one. Alright, here we go. We've got an ion oh, come on, I've just got rid of that. We've got an ion station and a frontier runner, so he's got double ally abilities again. So let's calculate. He's got 2 trade, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trade. So he's going to pick up this 6 card, but it's going to be this 6 card. And if this is a 1, he's going to pick up that as well, which it is. So now he's on 9. Ugh, that's bad. I mean, that was really quick. He's gaining 6 authority. That takes him up to 59. And 4 combat, which takes us down to 6. I mean, he's just winning on all fronts. It's not even like we're surviving. All right, finally we've got some actual ally abilities in the same hand, so that will be nice. We've got this Frontier Hawk, so let's draw a card and discard a card. So I'm gonna have to reshuffle this. Draw a card. Oh, it's a scout, so that wasn't helpful. We're going to discard the scout because whatever. Oh, but we've got 2 borrowers, which allow us to draw 2 more cards, so that is actually pretty sweet. 1, oh, another scout, and a captured outpost, which is draw a card, then discard a card. Okay, we're just cycling through here. Nice. Okay, actually, this is pretty decent, isn't it? We've got a crusher, 2 borrowers, and an outpost, which will give us just a little bit more health if they decide to attack us again. And then we've got 1 Viper and 2 Scouts. So what can we buy for 2? Spike Cluster, yes. Blob, okay. And build a bot, that's fine. We've spent those, we've got this. So now this is looking very cluttered, but I think if we just... Oh wait, we've got 2 more. I should have... No, those are probably the best things that I could have done. And then just do I do this and get an Explorer for 2? It's not really worth it. I think it might not be worth it. I don't want to... I just want blob cards in my hand. I don't even want to mess around. Now let's calculate our combat. So we've got 1 plus 6 is 7, plus 5 plus 5 is 17, plus 3 is 20. Now we are talking. 20 combat in a turn. That's what I'm looking for. So we take out 5. Now then, do I do 15 to him, or do I take out some of these outland stations? maybe 1 outland station. Yeah. So that's 5, that's 9, so now I'm doing 11 to him, which leaves him to 48, which is still not very low. In fact, not low at all. But at least it's something. Now he's most likely, yes, acquire a ship or a base of cost 6 or less. So he's going to take the most expensive card for that. So that's going to go here, which gives him the acquisition card, because now we're at 6, 12, 13, 14, 15. So the acquisition card will be the Outland Station. Oh dear. Okay, he's going to gain 5 authority back up to 53. And now he's gaining 1, 2, 5, 6, 7 trade. So 7 trade gives him... What does he buy? He buys the Hammerhead, and then he buys the Builderbot, and then he buys the other Builderbot. And he's on 7 already out of 10, and I don't like that very much at all. However, I do like this. This is what I want. Do we have 4 trade? Oh, we've got some more lovely combos, so I like that. Oh, we're gaining a lot of combat. Okay, this is great. How much do we have in terms of trade? We've got 3 in terms of trade, which is not enough to get me what I want, but I will get the light cruiser. So we'll put that in the discard. 3 trade. Remember, we've got 4 from this ally ability from our light cruiser. And we're going to draw... No, we're not going to draw a card, unfortunately. We don't have a double ally, just 1. So we're going to gain... So we're going to gain quite a bit. 3, 4, plus 4 is 8, plus discard a card 3 is 11, plus 4 is 15, plus discard a card is with 3 is 18, plus 2 is another 20. Yeah, okay. Maths. 20 combat again coming at you, friend. What have we got? Let's take an Outland Station out. That leaves us to 16, and then that'll go down to 47, 37. All right, this is the first time we've actually had him under his starting health, so I guess you can call that progress. We've 1 more card. I don't think these cards are very good. I think these are all Scouts and Vipers. Oh wait, did I do this on my last turn? I don't know if I did. Oh well, I should have. Okay, 1 more card for the hand, and it's the boss's turn. He's got an orbital shuttle. This is actually not a bad turn, I think. Although, no, he's still going to get... He's still going to get an acquisition card, because he's got... If you've got 2 or more bases in play, he gains 4, which he doesn't. He is going to gain 2. That takes him back up to 39. And now he's got 5, 6 in trade, which means he's going to buy the orbital gun platform. That's going to push him over. He's got 2 more trade to spend, and he's got an acquisition card, which is 2 more trade. So he's got 4 more trade now, which means he's going to buy this card, and that's going to go in there. And that's an outpost, so we need to destroy it. Okay. Yeah, what did I say? It's all Scouts. But that means we can buy the Moonworm Hatchling, though. So these go in the discard. Oh, wait. And we can draw a card and discard a card. Okay, let's do that just in case. Yeah, alright, fine. That's actually okay, because we're cycling through the deck quicker. That's fine with me. Yeah, okay, let's buy the Moonworm Hatchling. We'll play the Burrower for 5. That takes out his mobile market and does 1 damage to him, to 38. And okay, we're getting pretty close to the end here. We're going to have to do some big damage if we want to win this. If we want to come out clutch at the end. 2 cards for the boss. And let's make him something bad, shall we? So we've got a mobile market for 2. We've got 5 more authority, which takes him back up to 43. So back up over his original total. 4 combat, which is going to do 3 to my outpost and 1 to me, so I'm on 5 health. And then he's got 3 trade. So that is going to be this card, the Destroyer Bot, and he's up to 7, but no acquisition card this turn. That is good. Alright, yeah, more combat. He's put his outpost in play, which is a bit of a shame, but we're going to do... I don't have any... No, I don't have anything that allows me to draw, so I'm going to buy this Stinger for 1, and... Okay, that's fine. This is going to go unspent, but that's okay. No, wait, it's not going to go unspent, because now I've got... I really need to start reading my cards. I've got 2 here, that makes 3, so I can actually buy this if I wanted to, which I probably will. Oh man, that's a cool card. Yes, I love that. Okay, that's a great card. I want that next turn. So now we've got... I shouldn't put that away because I've spent all my trade, but I do still have combat from this and from this. So remember, we are getting 3 combat from discarding a card, so that's 6 to start. Plus 4 is 10, plus 4 is 14, plus 2 for the ally ability is 16, plus 6 from the Crusher is 22. So we are actually making some pretty decent strides, aren't we? So 22 gets him down to... We're down to 18. So that gets him down to 25. I mean, a couple more big swings and we might actually be able to beat him. This is going to come down to the wire, I think, which is actually quite surprising because I didn't expect that at all. Unless he gets some, like, combat and just knocks us out because we've only got 5 health left. That is also a possibility. Let's see. Oh, you are absolutely joking me. Yeah, that's what he's done. Oh, I'm actually quite gutted about that. I really thought we were gonna push it a bit closer. So because of his ally ability, he's gaining 7 combat. He's gained 6 authority, 3 trade, so he's gonna take... Oh, he can't buy anything. Well, actually, that's very interesting. That takes him up to 9, so he doesn't get the acquisition card. The orbital shuttle goes out here. He gains 6, so that takes him up to 31. But then he does 7 combat to us, and that takes us down to -2. Oh, that's a real shame. That is a real shame. Let's just keep playing. I want to play to the end. I want to see if I can beat him, minus the whole fact that I'm dead. All right, let's just play one more turn and see what happens. No. Unfortunately, no ally ability here. Although we've got to draw a card and discard a card. So what are we going to get? Nice spike cluster. Okay, that's pretty decent. I'll discard this scout because we don't have anything to buy with just 1 trade. And so we're going to do spike cluster down for 2. Oh, and 1 more trade, but that's fine. We still wouldn't be able to buy anything. Then we've got 6 in the Stinger, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We would take him down to 20, which is still, it's still too far away, isn't it? And then his turn would be... Oh, it's 5 more combat. Yeah, okay, so he's well and truly won. I mean, you know, -2 is one thing, but -7 is, that's pretty bad. Draw a card as well, so he would get another 3. So he'd go up another 7. Wow, this is hard. I mean, it came closer than I expected just because we were able to generate so much combat in 1 turn. Oh, destroy target base as well. Gosh, you absolute git. Yeah, so he's done another 5, and he's bought another 5, so he'd get this, which is a patrol boat. You get another 4, so now we're on -11. All right, yeah, fine, he's won. I don't feel like I've won a boss challenge in forever on video, which is quite depressing. I promise I'm usually okay at this game. Well, I mean, and I think that's probably one of the things I like about it the most, is that it always pushes you right to the end. You know, no victory feels unearned. by way of yeah, it really pushes it to the end. I feel like we were close. We just took a couple big hits, which really hurt us. Maybe we should have concentrated on getting some bases. I feel like not that many bases came out, to be honest, or not many affordable bases. Like we've got 6 there, a 7 there, a 5 there, and a 4. So I mean, we didn't have like that many. Yeah, we didn't have that many good outposts, did we? Oh well. That is going to be it from me. I appreciate you sticking around. Thank you so much for watching. If you are new, do consider subscribing. We've got lots more solo board gaming content to come. One more boss challenge of the Star Realms Frontiers box, and then we've got another Hero Realms boss to play, which is exciting. The Hydra, and lots more planned for the channel. So yeah, stick around if you like. Hit the little bell to get told about my new videos. Drop a like if you like, and until the next time, I will see you later.